An investigation out of Erwin could have major implications for the town's police department. It's our top story tonight. Good evening. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Casey Marlar. The town dropped surprising news earlier this month. At the same time, it provided results of its investigation into Chief Regan Tilson's on-the-job breathalyzer test. The town said it discovered Tilson had submitted in-service training paperwork for a week of training. Town officials now say that training never happened. News Channel 11's Jeff Keeling talked with a law enforcement analyst about what could happen next. Jeff?
Yeah, so Erwin says now fired Chief Tilson submitted an in-service training roster in May, claiming 40 hours of annually required training for 17 Erwin police officers that was supposed to have occurred last December. The town says no such training occurred in 2024. Two agencies are now investigating, and a retired police detective and criminal justice professor told me if it's true, the impacts could be very serious.
If this training did not actually happen and this paperwork ends up being fraudulent, then these officers may have lost their certification just by the expiration date alone.
Milligan University criminal justice professor Ken Lang says allegations that the Erwin Police Department did not participate in any training in 2024 are problematic in themselves. Annual in-service trainings cover evolving best practices in policing.
Once an officer has completed that training, they are then tested through written examination, practical examinations, and they need to be able to show their proficiency in recalling the knowledge and demonstrating the practices that they need to do.
Officers who don't perform satisfactorily can be decertified by the Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission. But Lang said the bigger issue, if it happened, would be submitting paperwork for training that didn't actually occur.
We need to be transparent and open about the policies and procedures that we're using. And if we're not transparent, then how do you earn the trust of the public that you're serving?
17 officers' names appear on an in-service roster claiming training occurred last December 2nd through 6th. Depending on Tennessee law, if they hadn't completed the requirement,
that may mean that any criminal cases that these officers have been involved in since the expiration of their certification may not be viable in a court of law.
Lang expects thorough investigations by Post and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. He thinks officers who weren't aware of fraud would be able to fix any certification problems. And if there was fraud, he doubts they all knew, considering the career risks.
I can't imagine 17 people trying to collectively assemble one story.
We filed a records request with the Post Commission last week for documents related to the claim, but haven't received anything back yet. Tilson's attorney told us today he'll fully cooperate with the investigations.
Jeff, thanks. And we also reached out to Erwin today, and town attorney Tom Seeley provided a statement about how this started. He said, quote, "The investigation began after the mayor raised a question regarding post certifications and requested that the interim chief of police review documents submitted to the post," end quote.
Seeley said the investigation is ongoing and that the town is fully cooperating with the TBI. This is a developing story, and we will provide any updates both on air and online. You can view our previous coverage surrounding the investigation on our website.